G'day guys, what's cracking? It's Ralph here, and check this out. The LensGo wireless microphone model 348C. And basically it's a wireless microphone that we're going to unbox and have a look at. Now, LensGo were very, very kind to reach out to me and to ask me if I would like to review this product. And I said, absolutely I would. So here we go. LensGo, it's a 2.4 gigahertz. I think this is actually the case, but they've made the case look like the actual units they have. Now, as you can see, these are white. There's also a black and a yellow option. Keep safety first. Wear a high-vis vest. So these are the two receiver units. This is the unit that goes on top of your camera. That's the line out that goes from there into the side of your camera. You charge it through there. You would turn it on there, and later on we'll work out what on earth those two buttons do. Alright, as for these two scruff nuts, that's what I call my kids when their hair looks like this. You can put a memory card in there. You have a USB-C plug there to charge it, and over here you have the power. Imagine you turn the power on, it tells you you've got power, and that will tell you whether you've linked it. So if we turn this one on over here, this one says power, and it's linked just like that. How easy is that? And then the LCD lights up with this information to tell you where the battery is at, where the signal strength is at, and which one is active at the moment. And I should be able to speak into this. And there you go, it's peaking just like that. If we flip this over, you'll see that this can attach any which way. So it can attach to your shirt or to another microphone stand. And it's got a bit of give there too. And that's pretty firm. And it's magnetized. So you could probably stick another magnet on there and do as you will with it. There is a chance that that will come off. Just be careful if that gets knocked off. And obviously this is a windsock. Figured you knew that. Now the other cool thing about this case is you can put your goodies in here and you can charge it through here. So the whole case gets to be charged while you put them in. So you put them in at the end of the day or in the middle of a shoot when you think, oh, we're running low, stick it in and away you go. Pull that up and it gives you the opportunity to plug in a lavalier microphone or have the microphone through there. Also have this neat little pack with some instructions, a TRS cable that will plug into your receiver unit and your camera. We have a charging cable and we have a audio cable. Incorrect. Plug it into something else. Well, if you're enjoying this review so far, please subscribe down below and hit that like button. If you'd like to join the channel, I'd encourage you to do so as well. Now, the build unit on these, they're really quite light. Light is good, means they're not going to be really cumbersome, and they're quite compact. That's how big they are. Sleight of hand, and no, it was rubbish. So let's have a look at the specs. See what it can do and give it a bit of a test run. Let's just take a moment to speak friend to friend. I'm having a little bit of an issue at the moment with my beard. I have FMK, yeah, face mask kink. Yeah, look it up. Don't bother, I just made it up. But it's got this horrible kink from my face mask. It makes my beard look ridiculous. Do I shave it off? That's the question. Comments below if you think I should shave it off or if you think it's worth keeping and sticking around. It's just, I don't know, it's got a life of its own, people. A life of its own. Let's see how this works. We're going to take our camera, attach our RX to it. RX is for receiver module. Take our TRS, plug that in the back, plug it in the side, position camera, prepare beard, turn them both on. And here we go. This is an audio test with the dead cat on. It would normally sit about here. So what's that quality like? Now let's take the dead cat off. How's this quality? Is it better? Is it louder? It was on a microphone here. This is an omnidirectional microphone, so it should be able to pick this up. Not a worry at all. Let's put a lavalier microphone on it. How's that? The lavalier microphone's on. How's it going? Give it a bit of a wakey wakey. So what's the quality like? Do you enjoy this? Is it working for you? Because this should be able to work with this and have two people talking at once. What? Let me show you. Second lav mic. So now we've got this and this both on the lavalier. And how are we going to do this? Well, let me just check this out. You should be able to hear me quite clearly through this. Is that true? And now you should be able to hear me quite clearly through this. Is that true? These two transmitting units work really well if you're doing an interview, if you're on a podcast, if you want to get in someone's face but also have a chance to talk at the same time. If you're doing two scenes, two people in a scene of some description where you can lav them up, then this little unit is the go-to. This little gem doesn't just stop there. Remember that other cable I was talking about, the one that's not actually an audio cable, where you put the red plug into the receiver unit and you plug this into your phone by using a phone connector. And this is where it gets super cool, because you can fire up the video function on your phone just like this. Let me turn around on my beautiful face and I can record video wirelessly to my phone, and I love that. So this can be taken 70 meters away and be looking at me miles away, and here I am talking through the wireless converter. Come on. Now that means you don't need to just do it with a lav mic. You can do it with this, or you can do it with the shotgun mic. You can put any mic you like on your phone, attach this to your phone. It comes with this little magnetic button that may be of some help at some stage with an adhesive stop, and you can basically get great audio now from your phone as you record your microphone to it. Oh, I love that. And then you can do the same to your computer. So you can just stick this on the computer and it does the same thing. But that's not all this beautiful piece of technology does. There's one more thing that you really need to know about. So all up, the Model 348C from LensGo costs $245 US. That's pretty competitive in the market, and hopefully you've seen today what you think of the quality. But there's one more function that I think sets this apart from others, and that is that if you insert into here an SD card, a micro SD card, it can be 32 gigs or below. It doesn't work if you have older than that. You actually turn this into its own recording unit. So it records from the microphone all the way through to the SD card. And to do that, you turn the microphone on by pressing the record button, and you have to wait until it starts flashing. Once it starts flashing, then we're live. So the audio you're hearing right now is from this. Now, my hunch is that it's actually quite low, and I think that's the one issue I take with this. Plus, to turn it off, you have to hold the record button for quite a long time. Let's just see if at the same time I can record with this, as it's all plugged in and raring to go. There's the microphone on top, so it should work. I like to record on this at the same time as it recording the audio on that. So I press it down, it goes red, it starts to flash. And what I'm interested in is, will it record on this? And will it record on the ZFC, which is the remote trigger? So as you can see, it passed all the tests. It does everything you'd want, with the exception that when you record just through this or through a lavalier mic, the volume is considerably less. So when you're recording straight to camera or other devices, the volume's spot on, but when you're recording just to itself, you have to take into account that you're losing probably 5 to 10 decibels that may be really important. You can bring the volume up in post. However, if something's a bit further away, like, you might struggle to actually hear it at all if it's at arm's length, because I was using it pretty close. Having two receivers is so good because it gives you a whole host of other options. This also works as a Foley mic. So if you wanted to record some sound effects that were happening like this, or this, or this, you can do this by just having this connected to your camera, or connected to your phone, or connected to your computer, and you can take this wherever you like to do what you want to do and not have to lug everything around with you. Plus, if you're a musician, this is super handy. You can click it on your guitar, put it by your piano, sing some vocals into it, and not have to worry about holding this thing. You can actually also put a lav mic on, and what do you know? You're all wired up for sound. You're ready to go. I hope this has been really helpful for you. Please subscribe. I'd love for you to join me in this endeavor of this channel, and you can click on the link below if you'd like to join. If you consider joining me, and it's there's a few perks for you and a few cool things, and you get to be part of what we're doing around here. Really appreciate all of you, and thanks everybody. Until next video, I'll see you then.